dear children, welcome back. Let's begin the second module of history, that is chapter 3, the Nazis and the rise of Hitler. Children, in previous video we discussed about the birth of Weimar Republic and the Treaty of Versailles. Now in this module we are going to cover two more topics, that is the year of depression and the rise of Hitler. So let's begin these two topics. The year of depression. So what is that year of depression in the history of Germany? Let us discuss. So children, after the participation of World War I, as we know, the huge destruction of resources took place on Germany. In the same way, the crisis arose. Due to that, inflation also occurred. As a result, the supply and the demands, goods and services went under crisis. Due to that, the result was that many people went under the grab of unemployment. Around 6 million population remained unemployed. Due to that, the economic condition hit and that led the condition of Germany more pathetic. Second impact of the year of depression was that the people started getting involved into the criminal activities so that they can fulfill their livelihood. So this was the impact. And the last and very important impact of the year of depression on Germany was that people started living their life in fear and great anxiety. So this was the result of year of depression, and all happened just because of participation of World War I. The Weimar Republic faced an economic crisis in year 1923 when they were unable to pay the war damages. This made France invade the raw value to compensate the deficit. To come back with the situation, the Weimar published extra currency in notes. This resulted to the hyperinflation, means a single bread loaf cost was 163 marks in 1922. Same, in year 1923, its cost around 15 million marks. It was seen that the people waiting with a huge bundle of notes to purchase a loaf or a bread of loaf. Finally, moved by the global sympathy, the Americans intervened through the Dawes Plan in 1924. Through this plan, the US would loan Germany money which could be paid back in small installments. Going to the bail out of American, Germany remained stable between 1924 and 1928. However, the supports by the Americans withdrawn in year 1929 when Wall Street Exchange crashed. On 24 October 1929 was the Black Thursday in America when 13 million shares sold at the Wall Street Exchange. The world had entered into the Great Depression. The US national income fell by half like most of the countries. Germany was dependent on US money. Due to this dependency, Germany hit with a severe economic crisis. But the next 3 years of unemployment, which spread through the German city and met at 6 million unemployed Germans in year 1932. With no jobs available, soon the youth took to criminal activities. This situation was miserable in Germany. Middle-class Germans were petrified of getting proletarial life. Poor farmers were unable to feed their children. The Great Depression also affected the Weimar Republic. One of the major flaws was the president's power to declare emergency and suspend the civil rights and rules. Despite president's power changing of the cabinet 20 times over the short period, the Weimar could not control the situation. The people of Germany, already disheartened with the Republic after the war and the Treaty of Versailles. This situation made them lose the complete faith in the Weimar. A year later, in 1933, the Weimar Republic finally collapsed, leaving the way for Hitler's Nazi Party. To overcome with the situation of year of depression, a great personality entered in the history of Germany, and he was Hitler. Hitler was a great orator. Through his speeches, he attracted the complete community of Germany. People started believing upon his speeches and attractive words. And these speeches were that he is going to reunite Germany. Once again, he is going to make Germany as the most powerful nation of the world. He is going to give the jobs to the jobless people or the youth. With this, he is going to give them a secure life. All these speeches attracted the people. Another and very important promise which he conveyed in his speech was that there will be no intervening of the external power or the elite powers in the affairs of Germany or the matters of Germany. So in this way, Hitler began with the journey and got the great change. For that, he followed all the steps which is necessary for the development of the Germany. For the time, he became very cruel, and that's why he was known as the dictator in the history. He was very cruel for the Jews and the non-German people. He used to give them very bad ill treatments. He used to send them in the concentration hall and the last treatment, which you will come to know through the video that how harsh these treatments were for the people. That's why Hitler was being known as a dictator in the history. Let us understand more and more about the rise of Hitler and the impact of year of depression more easily through the video. It was bright clear day when several German children saw the fighter plane flying over the cornfield. They saluted the German fighter plane and excited about the next day in the class. These children did not go to the ordinary school as they were the part of Jungvolk. Jungvolk means the German youth, especially set up by the Nazi regime in 1930. All German boys aged 10 to 14 years were the part of Jungvolk. Hence, they learned to differentiate friendly and enemy aircraft. They also learned why pure Aryan's race was required to keep their country safe. Their textbooks were made with the Nazi ideology of stereotype. They were encouraged physically and mentally to be tough at the sports. These children were nourished in the Nazi way of thinking. When the boys were between 13 to 18 of years, they joined Hitler's youth. A paramilitary organization was set up in year 1922. By 1930, it enrolled around 25,000 students, and these boys were selected to become the Aryan supermen, who could fight for the faithful soldiers. These were trained in the weapon uses, and the concept of the war was glorified, along with the concept of democracy was condemned. Aggression and the violence were promoted. After the age of 18, these German youth who did not score well joined the labor service when they were asked to work in the armed forces for the Nazi government. While top scorers channeled towards the more practices in the Nazi army, Nazi girls were schooled in the Nazi League of German Girls to become the good mothers and nurture the Aryan supermen. Hitler believed in the gender divide, men for the warriors and women for homemaker. His policies encouraged women to drop out the universities and workplaces. Girls were taught to get married at the young age, keep good home, and have as many as pure Aryan children as possible. This would ensure a continuous supply of strong soldiers and workers required to expand the Nazi Germany. Newly married couple got government loans. They did not pay back if they had more and healthy children. August 12 was Hitler's mother's birthday, and each year on this day he awarded the Motherhood Cross to the woman who had given birth to the largest number of healthy children. The Gold Cross went to the woman who had produced 8 healthy children. Silver was for the 6 children and bronze for the 4 healthy children. However, who did not give birth to the healthy children, they were applied for the different treatment. Children, those who were weak, disabled and unhealthy were expelled. Women who made contact with the Jews or Russians were put in trucks, and at the center of the city or town their heads were shaved. No opposition of any order was allowed in Germany. In Nazi Germany, it was every German's duty to ensure the future of Germany. He makes sure that Nazi propaganda must reach to every German. A sea of people, a storm of words, and a ray of hope. When the world was punishing Germany for its role in World War I, there was one person who was devoted to helping Germans stand up for themselves. His name was Adolf Hitler. He was born in 1889 in an Austrian village, Braunau. He was nourished with overprotected mother and disciplinarian father. He wanted to be a painter, but his father wanted him to be a civil servant. At the age of 17, he applied to an art school but got rejected. Later, he enrolled himself in the German army. World War I had broken out. Hitler fought against the Allied army, but his efforts did not go unnoticed. He received an Iron Cross for the military bravery twice. This was the beginning of his recognition. In 1918, when World War I ended, Germany elected a new government called Weimar Republic and signed the Versailles Peace Treaty in year 1919. This upset many of the Germans. Now children, it's time to do some questionnaire. When was Hitler born? In year 1880, in year 1889, in year 1885 or in year 1890? Second question is, what was or were the promises given by Hitler to build a strong nation, undo the injustice of Versailles Treaty, restore the dignity of the German people, or all of these? Third question is, when did Hitler become Chancellor of Germany? In year 1933, in year 1930, in year 1932 or in year 1931? Answer all these questions in comment. Thank you for watching.